mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release. Black was initially arrested in July after state troopers pulled him over and found 31 oxycodone pills and nearly $75,000 in cash, in addition to Black driving with an expired license and tag.
Can we talk to you about the judge's?
Thank you so much.
Can we talk to you about the judge's ruling today?
No, thank you so much, sir.
No comment from South Florida rapper Kodak Black as he walked out of a Broward County courtroom with his attorney Bradford Cohen by his side.
I just feel like it's so much greatness, it's so much things we can do like together, like it's so much things we can do together than prison, jail.
Kodak, whose real name is Bill Capri, faced a judge Tuesday in an orange suit after turning himself in following an arrest warrant issued for violation of his pretrial release. Authorities said he tested positive for fentanyl during a random drug test earlier this month.
What is this unjust and not right about this situation?
Black, addressing the judge after the pretrial release technician testified he may have mixed up the samples between Black and another patient.
There's no way you tested positive. We can resolve that by way of a hair sample, and that'll clear you.
Judge Barbara Duffy then asking for a hair sample today to clear up the alleged mix-up, which Black refused, rather choosing to check into the Legacy Rehabilitation Facility for 30 days as part of his pretrial release.
You better get it together.
Black was initially arrested in July after state troopers pulled him over and found 31 oxycodone.
Big win for Kodak Black in court today. I thought he was gonna do time, but guess not. He always have some good lawyers. That's what Kodak Black is known for. Man, I think one of the biggest downfall for Kodak Black is the situation when it comes to the aspect of drugs, alcoholism. That's the one thing that always plagued the black man for a very long time. We tend to have a lot of issues when it comes to drugs and alcohol. Kodak Black don't make nothing different, but the only thing that's different about him, he just have good lawyers that's able to defend his cases. And the situation that do transpire, stuff like that do happen, and it does occur when a doctor tend to mess up people's DNA samples, or sometimes they get confused, like, oh, he was taking the drug, he was not taking the drug. But I'm saying that at the end of the day, I say this is a big win for him, because if he would have found guilty, he would have been doing right back, doing some time again in prison cell. So I think this one right here is happy. And not only that, the funny thing about the whole situation, after he knew he won the case, he has a judge for Jolly Rester. I think that was a fine, funny carry on top. So that's my take on it. But kudos to Kodak for winning that one.
Yeah, for me, Kodak, hey man, you playing dangerous at fentanyl, yo. That fentanyl, man, it's taking out everybody. That is a powerful drug. So luckily, the judge, put it in rehab, because, and I think the judge being grateful on the going to rehab because how powerful fentanyl is and how it's taking out the community and everything. But Roddy, I do agree with you 100%. Especially with these young men, they get into drugs and everything with codeine and lean and all that type of stuff, because they rap about it, think it's cool and everything, but it's not. It slowly destroys your body, time after time after time and everything. And then once you get older, you get really messy and everything. But yeah, man, Kodak, go in there, get a rehab, stay away from that drug, because fentanyl is super duper dangerous, yo. So hopefully he get our rehab and do what he do best and rap. That's my quick take on that.
I don't see this as a win. I see this as another L for him. This is just another ignorance of niggas with money. You leave the hood, but you still love the hood. How can you be a role model when you still are dealing with stuff that average people go through? He has multiple kids now. He doesn't have one. He has 3 or 4 kids. A lot of kids love him. This is not a role model. This is why Malcolm X always said we can't look at entertainers and athletes for anything. So I don't see nothing good's gonna happen here. I don't see he's gonna change. You give money to the wrong people, it just amplifies who they are as a person. How you rich and you still doing drugs? When you was poor, you wasn't doing drugs as much as you doing now. That's my take.
No, actually, when he was on poor, he was doing drugs. Remember, he was selling drugs and over there in Pompano Beach. Oh, him and his brothers and his posse. You already know. Sniper gang, remember, they another but gang that's affiliated with drugs and trafficking.
But I understand that, but he has more access to it now. When you're in the streets, you're doing drugs. I would not put that past him, but the access to it, he has thousands of dollars. Why
It's easier to access. You have $1,000 it's easy to get the drugs. That's
So
how it
that's what I'm
works.
saying.
Remember the same thing what happened with Michael Jackson when they found out that his doctor was distributing him the painkillers because they have money. They're a celebrity and they have that type of power, so they're able to get that with easy access.
So my point is exactly when Michael did not have the money, did he have access to drugs like that?
He always had Michael. You already know. Michael Jackson always had money since he was a kid.
No. I'm just saying prior before that. I'm just saying when these guys get money, whatever they was doing is amplified. I'm not saying he wasn't doing drugs before, but it's 10 times worse now than when he was broke. At some point when you broke, you don't have enough time. This shit. I remember when I used to smoke weed. I ain't always had money to smoke weed. So you take breaks until you can get money, or if you go do crime. But now, when you have an unlimited supply of cash, come on, man. You just got on probation. They just caught you with oxycodone. Now you're laced with fentanyl, and you're trying to plead your case.
And this is why it's very important to like, share, and subscribe. Not only that, but hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click off. We do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. And also go to the community tab. We have some good things for you. We got the Chaos Culture t-shirt. We already got the t-shirts ready for you guys. So go ahead, purchase your t-shirt. Not only that, but Prince King just recently dropped off the book. So go ahead. I think it's strategies to get black marriages started. Kudos to Prince King for writing that book. Go ahead, man. Support the platform because we're really trying to get the studio, guys. So let's do it. Thank you for tuning in to Culture Radio. We over and out. Peace.
Peace.